can't imagine we're in need of a campsite just now.
There's enough to make camp only when the need arises.
Look here! A path! Is it safe, I wonder?
Pray, keep your wits about you. We needn't go barging in.
Well, this is a right awful place to be cut short. At least you made it out all right. Don't worry, cuz. I'll be fine on my own. After all, I can't afford to die here. We haven't had ourselves a real bout yet. We'll see each other again. You can count on that. And when we do, you'd best be ready for the fight of your life.
We are reunited at last, Master. I do hope you encountered no trouble in the cave.
Our task is complete. Our foes are like to use the dark against us.
A good sleep does wonders.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Perusing. Or leisure. Yes, sir. Why? Peruse at your leisure. Yes, sir. Always a pleasure.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
Captain will have my head if I skip another roll. Is it too...
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot. Evidently, 'tis a contraption that allows for travel betwixt 2 points. That does sound convenient.
This seems useful. It would be a shame not to employ it to our advantage. Most of our guests only do take care to leave the room as you found it. If it...
I have no issue falling asleep, even at...
I return safe and sound, and I dare say, wiser for my travels.
I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Off we go, then.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Batal's Empress has clearly earned the love and respect of her subjects.
Methinks it comes of their mutual devotion. Her Majesty offers up a prayer alongside her people every single day.
'Tis a far cry from Vermund. I cannot count the number of barbs I've heard uttered about the Queen Regent.
Welcome, and well met. Have you brought me a quince? Pray, do a man a kindness. 'Tis not for me, but for my wife and daughter that I ask. Do come again.
What do you want? What do you think?
Looks like we've both got some time on our hands.
What business have you here?
To tie my boots. I might make it look easy, but only from experience.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Oh, what does this say?
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
Customer then. That's changes things.
What to do for
How long
supper?
this job is supposed to last?
I'm in fine fettle today.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
That is most fortuitous.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible. 'Tis a glad thing we rested when we did.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. You have my protection.
That battle took more out of me than I would have liked.
Let us pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and try not to slip up again.
If it were up to me, I'd never leave.
I'm dead on my feet. Wonder if there's any easy work to be had.
Only thing fur's good for is pulling in a strap. I just know it.
What do you think you're doing here?
Have you brought me a quince? Many thanks, sir. At last, I may continue reading that grimoire. This could be the turning point in my family's fortune.
We ought to follow close behind, lest we get separated.
Interested in my wares?
I'll sleep like a log tonight.
Days like this make me glad to be alive.
Welcome, and met. Always a pleasure.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
Look as long as you please. Always a pleasure.
Well met, sir. How can I be, sir? Fancy a look at my wares? Most of our guests only do take care to leave the room as you found it. If there's one thing I shan't... Suffer, 'tis untidy. Lodges.
There are worse things than turning in early.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well?
Lots to do.
Well met, sir. You'll be glad to know that I finally finished my reading of that grimoire we spoke of. Which brings me to a curious point. There's a favor I'd ask of you. What happened to my eye? Oh, never mind the bandage. 'Tis not... Now, as I was saying, I'd like for you to find the grimoire's second volume for me. 'Twould seem 'tis part of a set, and will only reveal its true power when both tomes are in hand. The copy I possess is but the first, one half of a whole. I've heard tell that its twin can be found in a queer little shop in Vermont. Alas, passing through the border checkpoint is no simple matter for a humble merchant like myself. But you, sir, I dare say you are not of Batal. Then you ought have no trouble passing through the checkpoint. I implore you, find that second volume for me. All I want is to give my family a decent life, the life they deserve. This is my chance to provide for them as I ne'er have.
A queer little...
What business have you here?
Most of our guests emerge, only do take care to leave the room as you found it. If there's one thing I shan't suffer... tis untidy lodges. Always a pleasure. We have acquired the grimoire entitled On the Transference of Souls, just as Sir Isaac requested. Will we be delivering it to him? The choice is yours to make, Master. But let us speak with him either way. Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Greetings, Sir Arisen. Have you found the second volume of On the Transference of Souls, perchance? Fortune smiles upon me at last. With this, my shop's prosperity is all but assured. Thank you, Sir Arisen. Oh, thank you. Perhaps you'd care to join me. Come, bear witness to this momentous occasion.
Let us endeavor to keep pace with our guide.
complaining. I'll have an early supper. Living's hard, but dreams are free, I say.
This is it! This is the moment I've been preparing for.
Dear, is this truly safe? I'm afeard of what's to come.
Have faith, my darling. All is well. You need only stand there and watch.
Father, you don't need to do this. I'm happy with our life as 'tis now.
'Tis good to hear you say that, my daughter. But I've come too far. I must see this through. I believe I need only... Ha! Did I? Did I do it? All appears unchanged. A failure, then. Ah, well. I suppose our fortunes were ne'er likely to turn so easily. I've learned my lesson. No more of this grimoire nonsense for me. I'll settle for being a humble apothecary after all. My dears, can you forgive me for my foolishness?
Oh, Isaac.
You two had the right of it all along. I ne'er should have chased after a silly dream like this.
Father, I shouldn't have complained. I know you do your best for us. You always have.
Enough of that now. You've naught to apologize for. 'Tis a father's duty to provide for his children. I only wish I could give you more. You have my gratitude, Sir Arisen. Though I failed in my quest, I've learnt much. And from this moment forth, I'll be focusing my energies on naught but my trade. I hope I can count on your continued patronage, sir.
It weighs heavily on my heart that we deceived Sir Isaac so. I cannot but wonder if we made the right choice.
One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome.
When all's said and done, I'm quite glad my experiment failed. Though I wish I knew why it did. Alas, such things are best forgotten. In fact, methinks you ought take this grimoire off my hands, sir. No sense in my holding on to it.
How might I be of service? Most of our guests only do take care to leave the room as you found it. If there's one thing I shan't suffer, 'tis untouched. Lady Lodgers. Always a pleasure. Most of our guests only do take care to leave the room as you found it. If there's one thing I shan't suffer, 'tis untied. Always a pleasure.
Well met, sir. What business have you?
Over here!
When all's said and done, alas, such things are best forgotten. In fact, methinks you ought take this grimoire off my hands, sir. No sense in my holding on to it.
place what 'tis, but the seas.
My husband has returned to work with renewed vigor. 'Tis good to have him back to his old self. He'll have all the support we can give. We're family, after all.
I wonder if we would have been wealthy had the experiment succeeded. Suppose it could have gone either way, really. Mayhap I should just be grateful nothing untoward came of it.
When all's said and done, alas, such things are best forgotten. In fact, methinks you ought take this grimoire off my hands, sir. No sense in my holding on to it.
Most of our guests only do take care to leave the room as you found it. If there's one thing I shan't suffer, tis untidy lodgers.
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
Our adventure continues.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Well met, sir.
Would that I could shed my cares as easy as the rest. I shan't be heading home. I'm a master of my trade.
Oh, look, as long as you
Get
please.
this collar to come out brighter.
Slow and steady.
Welcome, and well met. Do come again.
I do so enjoy stocking up on supply.
What business have you here?
Say, are you satisfied with your... You wish to shine like a jewel among your peers. Is that not so? Well, lucky you.
Days like this will be glad to be alive.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
What business have you here?
Fancy a look at my wares?
Should I get up to?
Interested in my wares? Hoy! Looking to... No need to overthink it. You can change it on a whim. You've naught to lose. Pleasure doing business with you.
We shall bolster each... Methinks I've an idea of where Sir Rika might have gone, Master. I can guide you there if you wish.
The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Welcome. Fine vessel tonight.
These writings could be of import.
Look as long as you please. Always a pleasure.
What do you think you're doing here?
Off to market I go.
Most of our guests are merchants. Only do take care to leave the room as you found it. If there's... One thing I shan't suffer, 'tis untidy lodgers.
We must rest, though...
Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go, then.
Ready to forge on?
We pawns are mere travellers from beyond the rift. What cause have the Batali to regard us with such hostility?
Take heart, for we are fulfilling our duty at the Arisen's side. We have naught to be ashamed of.
Look as long as you please. Always a pleasure.
'Tis most exhilarating to handle. Over such a sum.
Wishing my armor can wait till morn.
Look as long as you...
That took nary a moment. Now that we're here, what did you have in mind, Arisen?
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
I say we collect as much as we can carry. Here already, are we?
To think I would meet you here. Or were you searching for me? I cannot return to Malv. Not till my name is cleared. Not till the dragon is found. This village also suffered the dragon's attack in the past. I intend to stay here and investigate its whereabouts. Pray, give my regards to everyone back home. Tell them that I swear to return as soon as I can.
My bedwards, and I shan't resist.
Sir Leonard will be very glad to know that Sir Ulrika is safe. We ought to bring him these tidings post-haste. Ah, yes. I know just where to find this person. Follow me.
The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Right. Just follow me.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
We must not let down our guard.
Should you need to communicate in Elvish, pray call upon me. I would be only too glad to assist.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Well done.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot. Battle is to be avoided, I take it, Arisen. Arisen, are you all right? We are none of us alike in vocation.
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
Focus is key. Don't let its movements befuddle you.
What's up there? I can't make much out from here, but I have a feeling 'twill be worth the climb. Master, I believe I could be of aid here.
This way, if you please. Might there be aught over there?
We ought to take a closer look.
You'll never reach our destination if you continue in that direction, Master. But I suppose I can guide us there later.
There will be other opportunities to lead. For now, let us follow.
It's really coming down.
Sir Leonard will be very glad to know that Sir Ulrika is safe. We ought to bring him these tidings post-haste. I know where that person can be found, Master. This way.
A flock of harpies draws near.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Very well. I shall return. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. I will protect you.
We've earned ourselves a pat on the...
I did my best to match your skill, Master.
Well done!
You'll not live to regret this. Not done.
Wearing armor.
Just what I was waiting for. Oh, gladly. This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint rest. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
shop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
How can I get more customers to shop here?
Might as well take...
There's a ladder here.
Ah, excellent find.
Need anything? Many thanks. Suppose I could enjoy some idle chit-chat.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
We must rest, though the sun...
Good morrow, everyone.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well?
Suppose I'll start dusting.
A precious little time.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
They can be most convenient, though they travel only during...
This ox cart's bound for... I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
I'll sleep like a log tonight.
Time to be heading home.
It falls on me to resolve this.
I could do this all day!
Wolves, Master!
Shame I've no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat?
Where are you going?
Cut that out.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
It's been a hard day. I'd spend my life here if I could.
Well met, sir. Townspeople, how much fancy a look at my wares? Always a pleasure.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Ah, 'tis a relief to hear that Ulrika is safe. Mayhap there is aught I could do for her, pervasive though the Queen Regent's influence has become. My humblest thanks. You've proven a friend to Melv and me as well. It isn't much, but here, I would not see you go unrewarded for your trouble.
I'm sure I can handle this. Quite sure.
Australia could dare not showcase a performance unperfected.
Not much going on.
Got to fix this up proper.
Where are you going?
Polishing my armor can wait till the morn.
So tired. I've barely the vim to time my...
Come to think of it, the private quarters of one Arisen I served had many a visitor, and rarely the same one.
Each to their own.
I'm near enough of wastrels.
This ox cart's bound for Vernworth. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Loyalty's just another way to save your own skin.
Lots to do.
We're done for!
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Give you your end.
One of our number is unconscious.
Think you stand a chance? What's on your right?
Was I asleep? What a strange dream I was having.
I shan't let them harm you.
That's what you get!
Hey! My bed.
Ah, here we are. The ox cart made it without too much trouble.
There are worse ways to travel, I suppose.
But I shall remain by your side.
Shall we get some rest then?
It appears night has fallen while we slept.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
I hope you slept well? Mayhap you'll learn aught of this scoundrel who would claim your title if you attended a palace masquerade. Onward to Burnworth Castle. Though I cannot enter the palace myself, I will at least escort you to the entrance.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
So tired. I've barely the vim to tie my boots.
'Twas an eventful journey, but we made it here all right.
It seems we must part ways for the time being.
Rain or shine, I'll make the best of it. It is high time I received my invitation.
Where possible.
I've a niggling feeling I've forgotten something.
I'd sooner stay out of battle, where possible. I only pray my watch finishes without incident.
Proud today.
Or is all whatever happens here, anyhow. Got to rest. My head will roll if aught goes awry.
Seems my
Surprised you is a blessing.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
First things first, we must speak with Captain Brandt.
Not sure why I'm patrolling, if I'm honest.
Will someone do aught about this?
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
We ought to put it to good use.
Tad rowdy.
Here already, are we?
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim, aught shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so afore we depart. Very well. Praying, is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Aught shall change once we have attended. If your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so afore we depart. Very well. Praying, is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve.
A good sleep will ensure...
I've a feeling fortune shall favor us this day.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested,